I studied at college in Falkirk, an engineering course, and the kind of lecturers there kind of made me aware of different jobs that you could do offshore. And then I went to a jobs fair and they told me about OGTAP. I spoke to a guy from OGTAP and he told me how to apply. So I went home and applied online and found myself here.
My friend's dad, who works offshore, when I asked him what's the best way to get into the industry, he said that a really good way would be to apply for the OGTAP Apprenticeship.
The thing that got me interested in the oil and gas sector was my dad. My dad's a rope access fabric maintenance supervisor and he has been for about 9 years now. He seems to love what he does on the rigs and I thought if my dad enjoys it then maybe I will.
I learned about the scheme through a few of my friends. They'd gotten into it a couple of years before, so I firstly tried to get in 5th year of high school, but I was unsuccessful, so I went and studied HNC music, but I knew that I wanted to do the apprenticeship, so I tried again, and thankfully I was successful.
So my cousin's from Hull and he did the apprenticeship 10 years ago and he's been a mechanic for 6 years now. And when I was applying for electrical apprenticeships, I sat down with him and started talking about what he was doing, and he was telling me about how life is, being independent and the college and the whole change of area. And when we was talking about it, it just really interested me. I like the sound of being independent.
Well, to apply for OGTAP, you've got to have a grade C or above in maths, English and science. And you need 2 other grades, and that can be in anything else.
I got an NC in engineering at college, and I've done my maths, English and chemistry. So that was the kind of 3 main subjects that allowed me to come into this course.
So I applied on the first day that you could. I got an email to say that I had passed the application process, which was pretty simple. You just had to fill in what your name was, where you were from, all the subjects that you had. And then you get an email and it asks you to do an aptitude test. And I prepared for that by just going online and researching different aptitude tests and taking them online to make sure I could do them and to know what to expect. And then I got another email to say that I had passed that, and I got given a date for an interview in Middlesbrough. So I went to my interview after tons and tons of research just to make sure that I was comfortable and I was going to be okay. And the interview went quite well. I was very nervous to start with, as it was my first real important interview. But by the end of it, I was laughing and joking with the interviewer, so that was good. And then about 6 weeks after that, I got a call to say that I had been accepted onto the scheme, into the process discipline, and I can't even explain how excited I was to start my journey.
Well, I applied online and then I waited a few weeks and got word back that I had to sit aptitude tests. I sat my aptitude tests and then got another email saying that I had an interview in Glasgow. I went through to Glasgow, had the interview, which went pretty well, and then got a phone call a few weeks later after that and basically telling me that I'd got a job.
So an aptitude test is basically you get given a set of questions. It was all online this year. So you get given a set of questions, and an example would be if cog A turns this way and cog D turns this way, which way would cog C turn? And you've just got to sort of logically work out which way it would go.
If you're interested in doing the OGTAP apprenticeship, then I would suggest talking to anyone you know that's gone through it, or go on the OGTAP website itself. There's a lot of good information on entry requirements, what they expect from you. There's even the companies that could take you on, where you could go. You could be onshore or offshore.
If you are looking to become a mechanic or an electrician, it definitely is the best way to pursue your career.
The advice that I would give to people watching this, if you feel like you're interested, research it, and if you still feel like you're interested, go for it. I never thought that I'd be here, but I applied and here I am, and it's the best decision I've ever made.
My advice for young people wanting to get into the oil and gas industry would be to absolutely go for it, because it's an amazing industry, the salaries are really good as well, and it's a side to life that not many people get to see.